and gentlemen, welcome to Hardware Wrestling. On today's episode, we've got new title belts coming to you. TNA and AEW had mediocre pay-per-views. AJ Styles is Cody's first feud after winning the belt, and WWE makes new cuts under the Triple H era. This is all coming to you live today on Trash It Tuesday from Hardware Wrestling. And to join me in doing this podcast,
it's Top Rope Tuesday, you dummy.
Jeez.
Yeah.
I've got Ricky Walker. I've got Austin, the USWA Tag Team Champion Blackthorn, and a man who is always sick in the head in more ways than one, Jason, a.k.a. Jonathan Carras. Ladies and gentlemen, hey guys, what are y'all doing? How's it going today?
Good afternoon.
Bro just had a Jack Swagger moment.
I dropped my belt.
Bro's having a Jack Swagger moment.
It's not the only thing you dropped. You dropped your balls too while you were at it. So.
I got him.
That's why his voice is so high today.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is a coding on my voice box, and we won't go into that.
You're using the cane gimmick today. I can't talk.
I got electrocuted.
Apparently, according to that friend of yours you were just talking to, you were sucking way too many dicks. So, you know, I mean,
is there way too many? I mean, where do you draw the line? That's what I want to
know. One is way too many for me, but that's how I roll.
Well,
so.
At least you know that one.
So, guys, how you doing?
Speaking of Wyatt.
Oh, jeez. Wow. Okay, now we ain't doing that.
Hey, listen, he's the only other person I know you hang out with.
Yeah. Oh my god.
We get a wrestling, boys. Did you guys get all caught up?
I watched as much as I could.
Not as much as I wanted to. I was disappointed I wasted time last night to watch Becky Lynch win another title.
Were you as disappointed as I was?
Dude, I was.
Were you awake?
I watched it today.
Yeah, I was highly disappointed. And I just had that feeling once they just pummeled the shit out of her and put her through that table that she was going to come back and win.
Yeah, I wanted Nia so bad.
I was either for her or Liv. Hell, yeah. I would have took Shayna Baszler at that point.
Yeah, we need a good heel. We need a really good heel champion, and Nia is she's super cut. So we needed her, but we got Becky, so she's trying to sell books.
Yeah.
Rob Wells is in the chat, and also another guy that knows what penises taste like.
Fuck her book.
So. Why we got Rob on here? Rob is part of the Independent Rewind. For those who are new and have never been on here before, thank you. We picked up a bunch of new subscribers today. That's probably why Rob's here to count how many subscribers we have. We are on the quest for 1,000. Whatever, stole that.
You sound like Stone Cold right now. I can't.
I will tell you, dumb son of a bitch. So we're in a race right now to get to 1,000 subs. We just crossed the 700 mark this morning. We were at 7 and some change. We were less than 300 away from 1,000. Rob and the Independent Rewind, Rob and Steve, they are 150 away from 1,000. Ladies and gentlemen, get out there and share our YouTube page. We need to pass them. I think we could do it. I think we could get 300 before they get 150. What do you think?
Yeah.
And
they had a 6-year head start on us.
Yeah, that's funny. They actually started when Lou Thez was
time to make bots.
Oh shit. Yeah, he's got less watch time than one of our videos, and he's got just a little bit more subs. So we're gonna catch him. But Rob, we need a bet. We need a bet, buddy, and I'm willing to take this bet. I know we're $1.50 behind you, but I'm willing to take a bet. So if you and Steve come up with something, whatever it is, make sure it has medicine involved because I need some.
Oh my gosh.
All right, so
We are not live on Facebook today.
Yeah.
we're not
Nope.
really okay. Well, all right, we'll keep it going. We got some new champions from the weekend. Austin, do you want to go through the pay-per-views, and I'll see if I can fix the Facebook issue.
Sure. Let me track them down real quick.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, you need them?
Yeah, I'm just trying to find it real quick.
Oh, I thought you were ready to go.
Nope, I was not.
You son of a bitch.
God damn it.
I know, fire me.
Yeah, deduct your pay.
You guys are getting paid?
You get one less glizzy tonight.
Fuck! Alrighty, so for starting off with Retribution, it started off with ABC, Austin Ace, Chris Bay, and Leon Slater versus the Rascals, the Rascals, in which ABC picked up the win.
Aren't the Rascals in ATCW?
Very close. Very, very close.
And then we got Ladero Kid defeated Crazy Steve by pinfall.
It's Laredo.
My bad. All right. We all know I'm terrible with names here. And then we had Spitfire with Lars Fredrickson defeated the Decay by pinfall.
Lars Fredrickson?
I don't know. That's what it says. I'm just reading.
I thought that was an old school name, like somebody that ran promotions years ago, but I could be wrong.
I don't know, man. I'm just reading from what
God.
Put
I don't know,
your
man.
glasses on.
I'm just reading. I'm just granted. We'll discuss it afterwards. But Mustafa Ali defeated Jake something via pinfall, and then we had Rich Swann with good old Flop Dollar defeated Mr. Joe Henry.
Remember, that's Rich Homie Swan.
Oh, yeah,
by the way, I hate you guys. You made me change my pick for the thing, and because you kept saying Joe Henry. I was like, all right, what the heck? Like, yeah. So I went with Joe Henry, and I got fucked on that match. I was like, you gotta be kidding. Of course, Rich Swann had to win that one.
Hey, man. So, at least you didn't get sucked into the no signal pool of ATCW, and you got to submit a fucking card.
Yeah, about that.
Why do you wait till the last minute?
I was there at like 2:00, and I sat down, and I was like, yeah, I'll just do it real quick, and then it never went through.
What company are you with? What phone service?
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
That building is Fort Knox.
I swear, I have good signal when I got Verizon down there. So I don't know. Just saying.
Frankie Kazarian defeated Eric Young via pinfall. Did you all see this match?
No, I actually
I watched the end of it.
Did you see the clip of Eric Young damn near cutting his fucking ear off?
Dying? Yes.
Yeah. He tried to do like a Spanish fly, and he just like caught his fucking head on the table and just damn near severed his ear. Like his ear was like
wow. So he pulled a different version of Mick Foley trying to cut his ear off.
Basically,
ropes. Yeah.
Bro was trying to be Van Gogh. Mike Santana, surprise, defeated Steve Macklin via pinfall. The System, Brian Myers and Eddie Edwards defeated Speedball Mountain to retain their tag team championships.
Was that an interesting match?
I don't know.
Scotty said it was going to be an interesting match.
I did not say that.
Tell us something. I can't.
You say
Go ahead,
can't,
Scotty.
you will.
I can't.
Go ahead, Scotty. Tell us something good about Speedball Mountain.
He's reading McDonald's
I've heard Speedball Mountain. I've heard Speedball Mountain is a really interesting way to get high, but
That's where Tony Khan goes to vacation.
yeah, Speedball Mountain. There you go. There you go.
And then we had Josh Alexander defeated Hammerstone. Jordine Grace defeated Steph
Delander.
Yep.
And then Moose with the system defeated Nick Nemeth via pinfall, and which after the match, delete. Matt Hardy showed up and destroyed Moose with a twist of fate, and then held up the title to end the pay-per-view.
That motherfucker went to a whole brand new company so Sammy Guevara wouldn't hurt him.
And Jeff's still stuck at AEW.
Not for long.
Yeah.
I still think he should have gone to WWE where he'd have better medical insurance and take care of that concussion of his.
So
I don't think they wanted him.
So he claims he's still a free agent.
Yes.
So
he's working per night then?
Apparently.
Per appearance.
So I'd be interested to see what happens. I mean, with this newfound relationship between WWE and TNA, I mean, maybe there's a shot he's the bridge. I mean, he's had a really good relationship with TNA. He's had a really good relationship with WWE. Granted, the wheels kind of fell off whenever he went to WWE with the whole broken gimmick, woken gimmick, whatever. It kind of fell off there, but maybe he can be the bridge. Maybe, who knows? I'd be more down for a Worlds Collide pay-per-view for WWE and another company. I feel like
they would use the word Worlds Collide so Tony could sue him. I mean, listen. When Jeff and when they came back to WWE a few years ago or whatever that was, 2017, and that was one of the biggest pops.
Yeah, Mania.
That was one of the biggest pops I've ever heard at a WrestleMania. I don't know that we're going to get the same thing.
Yeah,
the Hardys have run their course. I don't know if it's because they were on AEW TV and AEW has ruined them, but they just don't have the same luster that they used to have.
What?
Well, it's the
They're
law.
old and run down and badly injured.
Yeah.
And
It's the law.
every time Jeff Hardy seems to be cleaned up from his issues, he fucks up again.
It's the law of diminishing returns with them. The more you see them, the less valuable they are to any company. Doesn't matter, WWE, AEW, whoever. Like you said, they're old, they're run down, their bodies have broken down through all the stuff they've done to them over the years, the TLCs and all that kind of stuff. So, they had when they went to AEW, especially once Jeff finally got there, it was a ticking clock. The time was moving fast on their valuableness to AEW and to WWE at that point. So now, coming back, like Jason said, the pop isn't going to be as big because they've been overexposed and shown that they're not the Hardys that they once were. And honestly, I mean, even I would be happy if Matt signed with WWE in a backstage capacity. Producer, agent, whatever you want to call it. But for him to be in the ring, I wouldn't mind if they came out there to get a cheap pop, in a couple of years at a WrestleMania where they just they're not going to wrestle, but where they just they come out and it's the nostalgia of hearing the music and whatnot, but they're not as valuable to WWE anymore, so they're not going to be. They shouldn't be, in my view, in-ring talent. That's why I don't think Matt should be doing the broken gimmick again in TNA. I agree with Austin. I think he should be a bridge.
It was over.
Huh?
That character was over.
It
Yeah.
was over, but again, it's not as over as
Yeah.
it's not as over as it was originally. Again, they're not as over as they once were because they just lost it over the course of time. And
I don't know. Those 25
I think-
people. Those 25 people in that building seem to like it.
I think if they go to that broken gimmick, that will be much more. That would be much better for their run right now than just being the Hardy Boys.
Right.
Yep. Mhm.
Yeah. I mean, they basically invented the cinematic match. So maybe that's what they have left is cinematic matches. Maybe we're gonna get a Hardy compound match.
oh god, not again! They already did that in AEW.
Yeah.
did
Plain
have
and simple,
one.
those matches are entertaining though. At least like they're not like over the top, like they're not for the die-hard fan, but if it's what the Hardys have left and they're gonna be on my TV screen every week, as someone that grew up loving the Hardys, that's fine by me. I'd be happy with it.
Do you remember when they showed up on AEW? He was standing like in the very top row of a stadium that there wasn't anybody, right? It was COVID. I
Yeah.
believe.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And there was the drone, and was it Jericho?
Yeah,
Jericho.
Yeah.
the baseball bat.
Yeah, Jericho. And what was the group? The Inner Circle.
The Inner
Right.
Circle.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then he appeared in the second row, and then he appeared in the ring.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, if they're gonna go anywhere, I'd almost rather see him come back to WWE and ride off into the sunset.
Yeah.
So
Well,
the
if
rate
Jeff
they're
didn't
going-
if Jeff didn't fuck up, they were most likely putting them AEW tag titles on them
it
to
seemed
give
like
them
they were
that
gonna
one
do
last run.
Yeah.
Do you think, even though they've had plenty of demons, do you think the Hardy Boys eventually make the Hall of Fame for WWE?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. No, there's no question.
Yeah. They invented TLC.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
they reinvented the ladder match. I mean, there was them and Edge and Christian at No Mercy that brought a lot more visibility to the tag team division because of that. And them and the Dudleys and Edge and Christian started TLCs and stuff like that. And yeah, no, I mean they definitely they added so much to the end of that Attitude Era that no question they go into the Hall of Fame.
Does Lita put him in?
See, that'd be okay. Well, there's one weird thing because I was gonna say it'd have to be either Edge and Christian or the Dudleys putting them in, but since Edge and Christian are both under AEW contracts, it'd have to be the Dudleys. Like if they do it in the next couple of years. Now after that, in the next 5 to 8 years, who the heck knows? But
If he doesn't get brought into all of the bullshit of the Vince stuff, Michael P.S. Hayes.
Yeah,
He's
because
the
he
one
brought the
that inducts them.
Hardys in. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good call. Good call.
when they were underage too.
Yeah. Yeah, he's the one that inducts them. After this
and,
weekend,
and if he can stay sober enough to do it,
Yeah.
that's the
Listen,
other-
Yes.
anytime I can hear Bad Street USA, I'm fucking in.
So after this weekend, it doesn't look like AEW is going anywhere. I think this pay-per-view was really good.
They always have pretty decent pay-per-views, with the exception of Double or Nothing last year.
We've said it every week though. Every time we're on this podcast, once a week we're saying AEW weekly television doesn't fucking matter because every week is a pay-per-view.
Yep.
Every show, every collision, every fucking Rampage, Dynamite,
Dream matches.
dream matches, left and right. You get a dream match, you get a dream match, you get a dream match. But this fucking roster's stacked from top to bottom. Like Tony needs to make some cuts. He needs to follow WWE's route this week and start cutting some people.
I believe he is going to.
Yeah.
I believe
He's got to.
They've already started cutting some guys, didn't they?
They did.
You got rid of those big contracts from the boys.
yeah.
The catering contracts.
Right.
So AEW held Dynasty this weekend.
Ode?
What?
Sounded like you said AEW Ho Dynasty this week.
I mean, they did hoe him out.
They did hoe him out, yeah.
The show was kicked off with Trent Beretta versus Matt Sydal, in which Trent Beretta defeated Sydal. And then after this, we had Orange Cassidy and Shibata versus Shane Taylor and Lee Moriarty.
How do you not know these fucking names?
Yeah.
Shibata.
Shibata No Brain is what we call him.
Cassidy and Shibata No Brain defeated Taylor and Moriarty.
I do like the Shibata's phone is cutting promos for him.
Yeah, that was funny as
I
shit.
do like that. Like that.
You have a nice necklace.
Yeah.
And then title for title, we had the Acclaimed and Daddy Ass versus the Bang Bang Gang,
I did see that match.
Yeah.
in which the Bang Bang Gang defeated the Acclaimed and Daddy Ass to win the trios titles.
Guns up, baby. No Juice Robinson.
Which is crazy. They're gonna keep teasing him. He's got to come back at some point.
Where's Card? Where's his
Card blade?
cut out?
There was somebody in the crowd that had a smaller version of a card blade.
Okay, well, Juice Robinson had a cardboard cut out too.
Yeah.
And then to kick off the main card, we had probably one of the best matches of the night in Pac versus Okada. Okada has the fucking crowd in his hand. He transitioned to US working crowds so well. He knows where the hard camera's at. Granted, that came from working in TNA and things like that, but he has that crowd as a heel in his fucking palm.
It's not hard to find a hard cam for AEW. It's where no one's sitting.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
That is the truth.
But like I think one of the best moments of this match is when Okada gets in the middle of the ring, like he's getting ready to hit the Rainmaker.
Right.
And he always does the thing with his arms, and he like gets the crowd hyped for it, and then comes up and just goes, like, that was the greatest. That was one of the best things I've seen in a while. Okada defeated Pac to retain. Overall, I think it was a banger of a match and was a great way to kick off the show.
Yeah, I think they could be doing more with Neville. I don't know why. I don't know why Pac is. They bring him in for enhancement talent, and then he'll disappear for a while.
I was gonna say, don't be surprised if there's an injury that comes from this match.
Yeah. He was in real bad shape there for a while. They didn't think he was ever going to wrestle again.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Was that a neck injury?
I don't know. I honestly don't know what it was, but we need more Pac and a ring bell hammer.
Oh, yeah.
Following up this match, we had Adam Copeland, Eddie Kingston, and Mark Briscoe versus the House of Black. And what shocked me, the House of Black defeated Copeland, King, and Briscoe.
Well, they're setting up that singles match that they probably won't ever have with Copeland and Malachi.
Black, yeah.
What do you mean they'll never have it? I mean,
Well, Malachi doesn't wrestle singles matches.
well, that's true. That's true.
We had, after this match, after following this upset, the TBS Championship match, Willow Nightingale versus Julia Hart, in which Nightingale defeated Hart to win the title. Match was kind of lackluster. Match was kind of lackluster, in my opinion. But afterwards, we got Mercedes Moné showed up to basically get her match for Double or Nothing in May.
I hope she rolls her ankle in that match.
I do too. Oh, Willow eats
And
her.
then Willow has to go over again.
I hope Willow eats her.
Yeah.
I love-
They're putting it on. They're putting the title on Monet. Sadly enough,
Oh, yeah.
I love Willow. I love Willow. She deserves it. Wait a minute. I do not like Mercedes Renee. She's not. She's never been the
either.
greatest. I
No.
never thought she was a great wrestler. Her promo where she got her ass kicked recently was fucking terrible. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. She's got star power. Let her go back to Star Wars.
Yeah.
For me with her, she feels like one of the few people that should never have left the WWE. The WWE protected her character, her flaws, and every time that she shows up on another brand now, whether it be New Japan, Stardom, or AEW, it just feels like she's a celebrity there. It just feels like a celebrity appearance. It does not feel like any type of holy shit. Like it's not like Okada, where Okada showed up and it's like, holy shit, we got a wrestler. It's like now it feels like, holy shit, we got a fucking celebrity.
Yeah, we got John Cena. Scotty, who's got the worst dives? Mercedes Renee or AJ Francis? Flop dollar.
See, now you're putting me on the spot because Flop Dollar's pretty darn bad, but
go back and look at some of Mercedes's tope.
Yeah, hers were pretty darn bad too.
Yeah,
so
I don't know how she's still alive.
Yeah.
I don't know how many times she's taken like a fucking straight head dive into the concrete.
Yeah. I honestly I put her head dive at the probably more dangerous and the worst one because of just that's career ending right there. At least Flop Dollar caught himself on the on the ropes on the way out, kind of saved him from breaking his own neck. So, I put Mercedes up there, probably the worst one.
And it's kind of funny because that's when he found out that he has like diabetes or something, or has like some type of crazy thing, because after that incident, they had to do a fucking like doctor's evaluation on him, and they found out he had fucking diabetes because of it.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Motherfucker fell out. Motherfucker fell under the ring and found a Reese cup. No offense, Ricky.
None taken. If I fell under the ring and found a bag of Reese cups, I'm eating them too.
How does one get tested for diabetes after a stupid dive?
I don't know, but he says that he claims that it saved his life. I don't know the full story. I don't know. I just remembered that he had said that he found out that he had diabetes after the Flop Dollar.
God, the goat's back.
Goat is back.
Oh, brother.
Oh my God.
Giles is all elite.
You hear somebody said Reese cup and he goes showed up.
After
You sound like a fucking girl over there cackling.
Be careful. Be careful when you're walking, Randy. Don't fall into a Reese cup. You're right up with the beaties.
Call walking really. It's Wilford.
Oh.
After this whole Mercedes Monet incident, at this point, we had the AEW International Championship match between Kyle O'Reilly and Roderick Strong, in which Roderick Strong
watched this match. This match was a fucking banger.
It was.
These guys beat the fuck out of each other.
So it was really good. The only part that took away from me was Wardlow just randomly showing up, hopping on the apron, and then being told to get down. He was like, okay. And jumped down. Like, looked like a fucking sad dog.
Supposedly Wardlow was late getting there. He was in a car accident.
Yeah, did you see the picture?
No.
Dude.
What?
Dude, the fucking whole front end of the car is gone. Airbags are deployed. Dude, it was a bad fucking car, accident. I don't know how the fuck he got out of it, completely unscathed.
Oh, he power bombed his way out.
Yeah.
Imagine hitting someone, getting out of your car and be like, man, fuck, I'm so sorry. And then that big fucker gets out of the car.
Yeah, right.
Here's my insurance.
I ain't running.
I feel like AJ Francis walked past his car and saw a Reese cup and dove into it.
No, even better. AJ Francis saw a Reese cup in the middle of the road, walked out. Wardlow hit him. Nothing happened to AJ, but Wardlow's car was destroyed.
He would have fell on the ground still.
Yeah.
Is playing WWE 24 or 2K24. I have not played it yet. Anyway,
It's actually pretty good. After this match, we got Kyle O'Reilly, or I'm sorry, Roderick Strong joined in the ring by Adam Cole, Matt Taven, and Mike Bennett, along with Wardlow. Adam Cole revealing he no longer needed the wheelchair and can now walk.
Good for him.
Does that mean he's coming back soon? What's that mean?
I think that it just means that he can walk again. So he's back to being able to walk, and
Yay.
he's on the road to recovery. However, there was really great camera work by AEW here. It was solely on Wardlow and Adam Cole, and Adam Cole was kind of giving Wardlow like you really got down off the apron, motherfucker. You couldn't help him out anymore. Get the fuck out of here. Like, that's kind of what the look was. So Wardlow might be out of the group sooner rather than later.
Let's see what happens.
And then after this, we had match of the fucking year. Match of the fucking year. I don't care what you guys say. FTW Championship match. Hook versus Chris Jericho. Match of the fucking year. Chris Jericho. Hats off the Hook. Hats off the Hook for putting over. Hats off the Hook for putting over this young talent, Chris Jericho. Unbelievable. Fucking unreal. I can't believe this fucking match sucked so bad. I don't even...
Did it go on like 30 minutes longer than it should have?
The match wasn't even that long. I think it was only like fucking 15 minutes, if that.
30 minutes longer than it should have been.
Yeah.
But the ending was just really awkward. Hook doesn't know how to fucking act. He's like standing there, like stumbling, and he like gives Jericho the middle fingers and then gets hit with like a fucking baseball bat. Ending sucked. Jericho defeated Hook to win the title. Please retire. We can't hear you, Jason, if you're talking. Whatever you just did fucked it all up.
Nope. Still can't hear you. I mean, it's the best you sounded all day, so you know.
He spread the disease to his microphone.
No, I think it's something with that cable you were fucking with just now.
Yeah, you fucked with the cable.
Where's Nikita call it off to help him?
Yeah.
Man.
Nope. Yeah, we'll keep going.
So yeah, fucking Jericho wins this title for zero fucking reason. And then after this, we had Thunder Rosa versus Timeless Tony Storm in what was actually a decent match. Storm defeated Rosa to retain. Calling it now. We're going to get Mariah May versus Tony Storm in the very near future.
Did you watch the media scrum yet?
I did.
They did ask her about Mariah May's ranking, and Tony Storm got up and just fucking left.
Yeah, it was great.
She was money in that media scrum when they asked about Nikki Garcia, and Tony said Nikki Garcia couldn't hold a pussy-scented candle to what she does.
Yeah.
So good.
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
And then we had the actual match of the night. Will Ospreay versus Bryan Danielson. Unbelievable. Words can't put it. You can't put into words how good this match was. Like the ending in which everyone thought Ospreay killed Danielson, whatever's left of his fucking career, including Ricky.
Yeah, I mean, I saw a clip of it at work real quickly, and it looked like he broke his neck or dropped him right on his head or something.
Yeah, it was executed flawlessly. Ospreay pinned Danielson to finish out the match. After the match, there was like a small little like behind the scenes thing Ospreay like helped carry Danielson to the back and like helped him get medical treatment. So Ospreay face turn should be, well, I guess he's already kind of a face, but acts kind of like a heel. It's weird. He's playing like that tweener role.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's still with the Don Callis family, but you know they're creating the tension with that and trying to separate him from that and kind of give him the face turn. But they haven't done that yet, so he's still like you said, tweener. He's not one or not the other. He's still kind of in between.
Tony's probably trying to figure out who to put him against next for his next wet dream match.
Yeah. So.
And then after this match, we had the Young Bucks versus FTR. The Young Bucks defeated FTR to win the titles. And more importantly, fucking Sting returned. Just kidding.
Scapegoat.
Just kidding. Scapegoat showed up wearing a Sting mask, jumped in the ring. He throws up the E. And the Young Bucks look kind of confused. They didn't really it's not like storyline wise, the Young Bucks kind of knew it was happening, but they were just like, oh, okay, cool. He's with us. So gonna be interesting to see what happened there. But
I thought it was funny. The two security guys pretty much like manhandled him like he was a small child and just put him in the corner.
He is a small child.
Did you guys see this match? Like, did you watch the whole thing?
No, I just saw the clips.
Sadly, I did not see any full matches except for the pre-show, which was on YouTube.
So Wheeler attempted a tope suicida, absolutely missed Nicholas and crashed through a table. It was fucking awesome.
Awesome. So Yuta broke his neck again after being back for 5 minutes.
Basically.
Jesus. What was he just getting over? A broken leg or something like that, right?
I think so.
Yeah. So, God.
And then to finish up the night, we had our main event, the AEW World Championship match between Swerve. Go ahead, Jason. Hit me with it real quick. I know we can't hear you.
Prince Nana.
Versus Samoa Joe. Strickland defeated Joe to capture the AEW Heavyweight Championship, in which
he finished his story.
He did. Yeah. He finished his fucking story. Now the biggest question is, now what?
Yeah.
Now what for Swerve?
Peg Warmer's going to come back probably.
I mean, they haven't finished drinking each other's blood yet, so I mean, I think that I'm not saying that's what but what? It's true. That's what they did. No, I'm not saying that's what they should do, but it's probably what's going to happen because.
Shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Hold on, real quick.
Hey, Sammy Guevara, write stuff down on a cue card and hold it up to the screen, and we'll read it.
Real quick. Oh, sorry, God. Breaking news. Giles Gem says, enter the chat in the YouTube chat again. He is, in fact, all elite. He's going to be the one that takes on Swerve Strickland. He's going to finish his story.
Fuck
Giles.
Oh, my gosh.
That's awesome. But, yeah, Swerve defeated Samoa Joe. So, let me ask you this, Ricky.
I still think Hangman Page is coming back. He's going to be his first challenger for the title.
Okay, Scotty?
I mean, well, I can agree with Ricky. I'm trying to think of who else is there that would be. I mean, so so Swerve's right now babyface.
Yes.
Kinda yes, but I feel like he still has heel tendencies. He's also playing like that weird tweener role. It's kind of weird.
So do they kind of swing him more babyface and put him against? See, I don't want to say Okada because he just got there and he's already got a title, but Okada's one of the biggest.
Everybody's got a title.
Yeah, they've like Okada's one of the biggest names they've got right now. You don't want to put him against Ospreay because Ospreay's kind of turning babyface at the same time Swerve is, so you don't want to like babyface versus babyface. But there's really like there's not that many people that they can use to put in against Swerve right now. There's just like
He just won the title, so whoever he is going to go up against, he's pretty much got to beat.
Yeah, I mean,
So-
do they do Moxley?
And
Well,
Moxley just won
Moxley's-
the IWGP World Championship.
They've truthfully booked themselves into a corner, in my opinion.
Yeah.
They like. Well, yes, it's cool.
I mean, what are they going to do? Are they going to have Wardlow like go up against him? Wardlow just got smashed by Joe.
Yeah,
Exactly.
We don't know if Adam Cole is healthy enough to wrestle yet.
he's
Which
not.
I doubt it.
And like I said, that's the issue, right? Like,
Yeah,
who faces Swerve? Obviously, Samoa Joe should probably get a rematch, but what? At the end of the day, I just think that we need.
I got it. Titty chops.
yeah, yeah.
So I was thinking.
That's what I was saying. Kingston, maybe they could bring Kingston in on that one. That wouldn't be.
Kingston.
So my thought is, if he's face, why not a returning Christian? He was credible throughout the whole TNT title run.
Yeah,
It is a credible person to put him up against that can take the loss to Swerve and not bat an eye.
yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
And then you reintroduce Hangman. I don't think your first feud with Swerve needs to be Hangman. I think it should be a returning Christian, and then you set off from that into the Hangman story. Hey, you're back.
Hey,
Hey, he's got it back.
And then after that, hopefully by this time MJF is healed. You bring back MJF.
What I miss?
Nothing much.
Scotty said,
yeah, I like
$3.
I wouldn't mind Christian coming back, but he's still a heel.
But that's what we're saying.
Who?
If Swerve is technically a face, because he's getting like the face reactions and things like that, then we're saying to put him up against heels, obviously.
Yeah. I missed some of the conversation there. You're looking for somebody to face Swerve.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's
his
the idea.
His first opponent.
Where do you go with Swerve after this?
I feel like Hangman needs to come back.
That's what I said.
Hangman needs to come back, and we need to end that story. That'd be a good one. He knows he's gonna. I mean, his first story. He's gonna beat that guy. So I think Hangman that would end that story, and maybe find a way to turn Hangman back face again
Yeah.
for whatever reason.
I don't know. He wasn't good as a face. He's better off as a whiny little heel at this point.
I don't know, man. Cowboy shit was over.
What about Jungle Boy?
No.
I
But-
love the fucking scapegoat.
But see, part of the problem is, and again, here's my thought process on that is, he's just coming back to the company. All right, like you want to give him some momentum as a heel before you put him into a feud with somebody like a Swerve or anybody else for that matter, to kind of really build him up as a credible threat. He's not a credible threat right now because he hasn't been there in God knows what. This has been almost
8 months,
8 months, 9 months.
something like that.
Has
Yeah.
it really?
Yeah, it was last August, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
August.
Like
Yeah.
7 months, 8
Holy
months.
shit.
Yeah, so you can't.
I thought it was like January.
Yeah, no, it's been.
Rob Wells says David Arquette.
Hell yeah.
There you
I'm
go.
here for it.
I'm down for that.
Bring Vince Russo
Yeah, I was
in.
about to
and
say
have
Vince
Swerve-
Russo.
I think that's a problem we have with a lot of champions. You know, we extend their stories as long as possible to because the money's in the chase. But then when the chase is over, it's hard. It's very difficult to find someone at that level that
Yeah.
can be at that level for that title.
Well, and the tough thing is, and again, we've had this discussion a million times, but you can't keep the chase going forever, or otherwise you make the guy chasing looking confident he can never win it.
Bless you.
Thank you.
So it's a tough thing, a balance between building the chase and keeping the chase going, but yet not making your guy chasing look like a complete idiot because he can never win it. That was always the biggest issue in Memphis with King, with Jerry the King Lawler, is because for a long time they had him chasing titles, that he could never win because they, NWA wouldn't let the title go off the guy that they had it. Hence why they brought in Bockwinkel from the AWA and had a series of matches with Bockwinkel that created that, and King won that belt, and they had a short back and forth with it, but at least it made it look like he could still win the big one when necessary. So it is a giant balancing act of keeping the chase going, but then once the chase has been resolved, where do you go from there? And
So here's where you go. They give Wardlow a shot at that title. They build a story with him and Wardlow. After Wardlow fucks up and doesn't win, that's when Adam Cole turns on him, and they kick him out of the Undisputed Kingdom.
But didn't they isn't that replaying what they did with freaking MJF in a way?
Did Wardlow get kicked out of a group?
Well,
Pinnacle, right?
He got abandoned
he didn't get really kicked out. It was what was it? I'm trying to think what the hell they did with that.
If I remember right, it was the night that it was
He
the
turned
CM
on.
Punk. It was a CM Punk.
Wardlow
MJF
kind of
always
turned
followed.
on MJF because he was under contract to MJF and not AEW, and he was trying to earn. He had to beat MJF to get an AEW contract.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he was basically just MJF's bitch.
Yeah.
Right.
Now he's going to be Adam Cole's bitch.
Not for much longer, hopefully.
Yeah, definitely not for much longer. All right, let's move on. We had some WWE releases. Not big releases except for one.
Oh, damn. There you go. You bring Jinder Mahal in, he can be Swerve's first
There
opponent.
you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Or he
Don't
can go up
hinder
against Hook.
Jinder already.
Yeah.
He can go up against Hook.
You could bring 3/4 of 3MB back.
Yeah.
He can bring Into Sheer with him too.
Hey, Tony's looking to get into new markets. He's trying to get into India. So, I mean.
I did have the list here. Wow.
It seems like there's
Yeah.
one a day. They're kind of just like out the door.
So Jinder Mahal, Xia Li, Zion Quinn, Indashir, Veer, and Sangha were the first ones to fall. And then today, Cameron Grimes fell.
Yeah.
I gotta
Did you
say,
I'm sorry. Did you say Von Wagner? Was he in that first
no,
list?
that's right, Von Wagner also. And that was last week, but that for some reason that didn't hit the news cycle.
Because did it really make a lick of difference? Like, I mean, all we saw was NXT. And
No, not really. They did draft him. Last year they drafted him to the main roster.
They did? I don't even remember
And
that.
he never came up.
The main catering table.
Yeah, the main catering table, yeah. Security.
Yeah, security.
They need somebody to catch Becky Lynch. So the one that disappoints me is Cameron Grimes. I really liked Cameron Grimes. He was big in Impact back in the day. And I really liked that. To the moon. I really liked.
Oh, God. Don't ever get
I'll
out of my ears.
never do that again.
Thank you.
Maybe ATCW can book him.
Yeah.
It's very possible. So he's the one I'm disappointed in because he had some really good stories with. I actually think he made LA Knight in NXT.
Yeah.
So
That $1 million championship ladder match was
Yes.
fucking great.
yeah,
That whole storyline honestly was great.
you find me a move that is as cool as the cave in.
Yeah.
That is a great finishing move that he has. So
Yeah. Yeah.
but Jinder Mahal, now since Jinder has some problems with Tony Khan, does Tony Khan sign him and bury him?
Wait a
Zero
minute.
shot.
What? Why does he have problems with Tony Khan? I haven't heard this.
It was over when Seth Rollins was world champ. He Jinder
It was over Hook. It was
yeah.
over Hook. Yeah, it was
Oh,
over Hook.
Jinder
That's
got a
right.
title
They-
match, and
they
Tony
got a Twitter
tweeted something about why is a guy that hasn't wrestled in over a year getting a title shot or something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah,
Oh my
Tony's
God.
tweeting. Tony's tweeting was
Yeah.
a problem.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shocker.
So
I don't know what they're gonna like what Jinder's next thing is, but I'm kind of disappointed they didn't keep him because, in my view, that could have been a good starting point for the Cody deal. Because in my view, what you could do, yes, we all know Jinder has held the world title before, so he is, can be considered a contender, but we all know he's not going to win it. But at least it starts something. It keeps something going. It keeps, it keeps the belt on Cody, and then you put Jinder into that scenario where, he's trying to win the world title. He's been a world champion before, so there is that element of, hey, he could do it. He probably won't, but he could do it. But it makes, it gives Cody a viable storyline to start his title run off with. One that at least can keep it's a placeholder, but at least it's a viable placeholder. It's not somebody that we want to we can't have lose right away, or it kills their mystique. So that's why I really think they should have kept Jinder around for that kind of purpose, but they didn't keep him around, and that's kind of frustrating to me. But but what you were saying with Cameron Grimes, Jason, I agree with you. But I also feel like the issue was, and see, and the weird thing is, we're in a new era with Triple H. Why didn't they try? Vince is what killed Cameron Grimes, in my view. Vince's booking and how they used Cameron over the last, several years really killed him. Now, they're doing a lot of reboots with a lot of guys. Why didn't they try with Cameron? Why didn't they try to reboot him and get him into a better situation and kind of, repackage him in a way under the Triple H era and try to get him somewhere? Yeah, I that's another one that bothers me a little bit. It's like they had an opportunity. They're doing it with other people. They're doing it with Chad Gable. They're doing it with all these other guys that were not booked well under the Vince era. Why couldn't they have done it with Cameron? So, but that's just me.
I feel like he's going to end up in Impact or TNA.
Yeah.
I think that's where he belongs. And he's over. Like he was over in NXT. So
Yeah.
We'll see.
Finn Balor just got an extension on his contract, and Jacob Fatu is supposedly showing up on SmackDown this week.
Okay.
I love it. We're going to release all these guys, and we're going to give this one guy all this money. Perfect.
Yeah. Well,
I'm sure they're not giving him a ton of money.
I don't disagree with releasing some people who aren't look at Xia Li, for example. What was she doing on because she was at that point main roster, right? I think she wasn't doing.
She was jumping people before their match.
Yeah. I think it's a good thing to kind of clear out your roster every now and then, and because then you can look at people that are out there that you might want to sign and be able to give them slightly bigger contracts if you don't have money tied up in other people. But two, you can take talent who have done well for you in the past or are still doing well for you in the present, and give them a better deal because you don't have all this money tied up in people that haven't done jack shit for you.
Yeah.
That's what Tony Khan needs to think about with his roster. Get rid of all the people that ain't doing jack squat and be able to get the people who are doing good things for the company, get them better deals and make them,
Scotty.
They could have just put Xia Li with damage control.
I mean, that is true.
That's kind of stereotyping. Just
It seems like what WWE wants to do anyways with all these.
That's true. Yeah, it's prison. WWE's prison. Scotty.
Yeah.
Who would you release from AEW? Now listen, within reason, right? People who aren't doing anything with the company.
Yeah, not fantasy releasing.
You can't get rid of Orange Cassidy.
Okay, then Trent Beretta and
they're doing something with him right now.
Muffin Top Taylor. They're doing something with them, but are they drawing money for the company? No. I'm trying to even think. So who's in there?
That's right. You don't know.
Well, hold on.
No, because they're all busy.
With what?
Tony Khan finds a battle royal for him to be all in.
Friggin', actually,
I got one.
Is Pineapple Pete still there or Cheeseburger?
He's gone. He was a narc. Pineapple Pete was a narc.
That's right.
He went to NXT and was like spilling the tea, and they cut him.
Yeah.
Danhausen. Danhausen isn't doing a fucking
He's not
thing
even
in
there
AEW.
anyway.
There you go.
He's been back on the indies.
Yep.
Exactly.
Danhausen.
Jeff Hardy. Cut him.
Yeah.
Yep. Sammy Guevara.
They got rid of Paige Van Zant.
Yep. Paige is gone.
Yep.
Is Scorpio Sky still there?
I don't know.
Came back for
Get rid of him. He ain't doing jack squat.
Ethan Page.
Yeah.
Now some of these guys are in Ring of Honor.
Yeah.
But still, are they doing anything with them? And who watches Ring of Honor anyways? Like, they're not on network television, so
Randy has entered the chat.
Who's the
he heard Ring of Honor.
Yeah.
Who's the roided up fellow with the mohawk?
Brian Cage.
Brian Cage.
Yeah, get rid of him. What has he done?
He's with the
Gates of Agony.
He's with what?
The Gates of Agony.
Isn't that
they were all tied in with Swerve at one point?
Yeah.
Isn't that
and Prince Nana?
AEW, it's the Gates of Agony. But
that's contract signing.
So,
I've never heard of this person a day in my life. Nick Camorito.
Nick Cameron.
That was one of the.
He's on Ring of Honor right now. They shaved him.
So hey, where's and that's the other two. Solo Camarato Go. Where's the Go? Where's Anthony
Go was just on.
Yeah, he's with. He
was on the pre-show the other night.
Yeah, Anthony Ogogo is with Shane Taylor Promotions.
Oh Jesus. Who else do they need? Oh, what was the other one?
Dalton Castle. So he can go to WWE.
Yeah, exactly. I had another.
They should have Dalton Castle and Gold Dust be a tag team.
Oh, jeez.
Davari, AR Fox.
Oh,
Bandito.
no. I know two guys that need to go. Freaking.
I think Bandito's hurt.
Oh. Fuck it, cut him anyways.
Yeah. Who's the Asian guy that rubs baby oil on himself that we never see?
He's with the Elite.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh. I know you're talking about. I can't remember his name. It's their stooge.
Yeah. And then the guy that wears the face mask that videotapes for the young fucks.
Brandon Colder.
Yeah,
Cutler.
Cutler.
Brandon Cutler.
Brandon Cutlet, as he is called.
Michael Nakazawa.
Nakazawa. Knock it the fuck off and get off my screen. Yes, that's who it is.
He's actually, I believe he is an agent.
Yeah, well.
After you just buried him this past weekend, just fucking cut Hook. Let him go do his own fucking thing.
Cut Dustin. Let him go back to WWE and retire.
Yeah.
Fucking Johnny TV. I don't know if he's still doing shit on
Ring of
ROH
Honor.
or not.
Ring of Honor.
What about the Dark Order boys? I know we released Stu earlier this year.
I don't know what they're doing with those. They keep cutting those fucking guys and bringing them back.
They don't know what to do with those guys.
Yeah, Pizza Uno.
Yeah, Pizzeria Uno, yeah.
But
There's plenty of guys they can cut and lose nothing in their presentation on TV. Like,
dude, I'm looking at this roster. I'm just scrolling through on fucking their website. Who the fuck is Pretty Peter Avalon?
Avalon, yeah, I know. That's
Who the fuck is that?
They need to cut him. That's another one.
I actually think Peter Avalon is a trainer.
He's a Make-A-Wish Val Venus.
Yeah.
Okay.
He used to be like a librarian.
Yeah, he was.
Was he the librarian?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He's one of the librarians
With his
originally.
porn stash.
His creepy stash, yeah.
He was teaming up with Nick Nemeth's brother for a while when they had Dark Elevation.
That's a sick brag.
Yeah, no, the roster is just too freaking huge. Like, they need to get rid of some people. And then Tony could have all that money that he saves on those guys ready for whatever free agents are left out there. You know, I mean,
he's going to need all that money so he can pay for TV rights.
Yeah, exactly.
He'll be on public access TV.
God. I don't even think he can get that. Like,
voltage will lead into him.
I don't think public access would even want AEW.
Yeah. Somebody will.
Well, it won't be Warner Brothers Discovery, that's for sure.
When are we getting Worlds Collide ATCW? When are we getting that?
We tried to do it, but the other guy is just now starting to run shows.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah. You know, he kills me. I like KG Red. He kills me though. He's giving me 30 fucking dates.
Holy
He's
shit.
like, he's always messaging me about dates. And I was like, a couple I said I was in for. He's like, yeah, that fell through. I'm not booking anything anymore. If I'm available, I'll show up. Just have my fucking envelope ready. All right, well, that's gonna. You guys got anything else?
You can just Incredible him.
Oh God. Oh, God. Now I think we got it all. Oh God. Yeah.
Oh.
Freeze frame that, everybody.
Zoom enhance.
Yeah.
For booking information.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's go do it here for Hardware Wrestling. Again, we are on the climb. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. We are trying to beat Independent Rewind. But if you come subscribe to us, make sure you check them out too. Go ahead and subscribe to those guys also. They're pretty good guys. But as soon as they get to 999, cut that shit.
Yeah.
Pull the plug.
That's it.
Thank you.
Yeah. So that is going to do it here for Hardware Wrestling. Hopefully Thursday I'll be back and not under the weather because I have a show on Friday. So hopefully, when I'm making fun of people, I don't sound like I have cancer of the throat.
Yeah.
You guys need toothpaste.
Yeah.
Just doesn't hit as hard. For whatever reason.
Funny.
All right. We'll be back on Thursday. We'll see you next time.
On the hard way.
Peace.